Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And guys, I'm trying to reach 150,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you press that button. Alright, today we're going to actually go through this news rather quickly because we have a ton of stuff to talk about, and so sit down carefully, listen carefully, whatever. Let's get right into it. So first of all, the Xrp lawsuit, well specifically, the SEC marks Ripple's former discovery as unresponsive. This is actually an article which I saw come by in a couple of different forums. I might actually have one other small version of it open somewhere, and that's mostly because, oh here we go, that's mostly because it's about the lawsuit update from today. I mean, how difficult can it be? And that was basically about the SEC claiming that when Ripple was doing their due diligence, they didn't properly respond to the SEC's requests. Unresponsive basically means the SEC, for example, puts up a request saying, hey, we want to get these types of documents, or we want a list of the types of documents that coincide with the rules that we've put down. If we put up a request for production, an RFP, you got to respond with everything that falls within the category. And they're basically saying that Ripple didn't address it properly or didn't respond properly. And that's kind of what this comes down to. And so they want to have video and audio and everything like that, additionals, because again, Ripple didn't specify properly what they had before. And so they had to put up a second order to request more information because the first time they didn't have all the proper info by Ripple. Can we judge on this? No, because we don't really know exactly what the requests were. Maybe if we were to look through the exhibits, we could really dive and dig deep, but who really cares about this, to be honest with you? We'll just see, right? Ripple will respond in about 6 days from now. Let's see what they say, and then let us judge. I wouldn't suggest wasting too much time on the small details here, guys, because this type of stuff is just the SEC trying to get as much information as possible out of Ripple. It ain't that new. It ain't that crazy. Then Binance, Huobi, and Bitstamp exchanges have conducted 158 million XRP transactions. Yeah, that's again the long and short of it already. There's just a couple of wheel transactions going around. Not really a big deal, but still something you might want to hear about. Why is this going on, and is it important? Well, it actually depends, kinda. If it's an exchange sending it to an unknown wallet, and by the way, guys, I am always, when I'm recording these videos, I'm watching a mirror. Right? Because right now I'm in a hotel room, but I see a mirror right in front of me, a very big one at that. I'm pointing, I'm doing things with my hands. Maybe one day I'll just show you guys everything that I'm doing because my annotations with my freaking hands make the story clearer, I feel like. But you guys can't see it. Just know I'm doing it though. Right? But if it's going from an exchange to an unknown wallet, usually that's bullish because that basically means they're taking their selling pressure away from the exchange. Vice versa, the same thing applies. If it goes from an unknown wallet to an exchange, usually kind of bad, because that means more selling pressure. Exchange to exchange, we don't know. And if Ripple is involved in either of these sides, so the receiver or the sender, it's going to completely depend. I mean, they can send it away for liquidity purposes, they can receive it, but it's mostly going to be from one of the different wallets or as a repayment of a loan or something like that. It could be so many different things. So if it's just a large number that they're sending, for example, to Binance or I'm going to say any partner that is not directly related to ODL, I'm always going to consider that to be a sale or sometimes liquidity providing. But yeah, it's definitely kind of difficult. Ripple allocates $250 million for NFTs on the XRP Ledger. Here's why XRP Ledger is gaining traction. So the long and short of that one is also Ripple's been investing. Yeah. And they've been doing that for freaking years now. They've actually kind of never stopped. However, right now they've got a new investment idea, proposal, whatever you want to call it. And I think this was kind of sparked up because of the big XRP developer event that went on last weekend. So I think it was actually last weekend. I think it was the 28th and 29th or 29th and 30th. I don't remember. We're incredibly excited to launch our $250 million creator fund to enable creators to explore new use cases for NFTs on the XRP Ledger and engage more deeply with the communities they care about. And so I think that's going to be rather interesting to see exactly what will be funded and It's a creator fund. So I'm not also sure if this is more so on, you bringing literal NFT, because I didn't read too far into this, guys, just being honest with you. I didn't really read into whether or not this is actually, okay, let me actually do two steps back. What I'm thinking, no, I'm actually changing my mind a little bit once more here. You know what? I'm going to apply, see what happens. Right? I'm not even sure if I can apply. I create some art. From musicians and artists to top performers and athletes and global brands representatives who want to create innovative experiences for fans and open new revenue streams. For creative and talent management agencies, I have a talent management agency that are seeking to provide clients a low-risk way to experiment with and promote NFTs, and innovators at a digital marketplace, hey, that's also me, I guess, that are looking to integrate with the XP Ledger, bring top talent, okay, I don't have that, to their to their platforms and deliver a seamless NFT experience for developers. Okay. It's gonna, let's see what the fund is gonna do specifically, because I'm not sure what they're gonna fund you for. Then let me go back to my initial problem, right? I don't really know what the fund is for, in the sense that I guessed that the money was going to be given to developers who built the functionality for the proper NFTs. Then again, that's kind of contradictory, because Ripple also already invested in a couple other platforms and already has strategic partnerships with some of the platforms that handle NFTs, like, for example, Mintable, which they invested in, if I remember correctly. So from that perspective, why would they want to put up such a huge fund for NFT technology then? So my only logical explanation would be for the ecosystem, but then again, Ripple knows as well as we do that the ecosystem would be built anyway, even if they didn't put money into it. So I'm not exactly sure. And then what could they give the money out for exactly, right? I can only see it as being creation of newer systems. So key features, right? Technical support to integrate with the Xrp Ledger and build best-in-class NFT experiences. So technical support. Okay. Co-marketing and creative agency support for NFT creation and promotion. I'm going to apply my ass off, guys. I hope they pick me. Come on. Give the Dusty BC some freaking XRP. Am I going to get paid an XRP then? If there's any voting mechanism, right? There's going to be a voting mechanism, and you guys don't vote for the Dusty BC, there's something wrong. But I don't think so. There's also access to XPL marketplace partners that provide seamless NFT experience as well. Whatever. All right, moving on. 706 million in Ethereum transferred by anonymous whales and top crypto exchanges. Yeah, once more, these things don't really matter. Don't let yourself get distracted by this type of stuff. There's billions of dollars moving every single day. People just want to make these nice articles. That's it. We already kind of talked about this one. Ripple development team rolls out preview of massive XRP Ledger upgrade. It is massive. We're talking about federated sidechains, and I told you guys before, this is actually one of the biggest things that they could have done. It's a huge deal, and I'm really, really excited for it, because literally Amazon could run on it. CBDCs could run on it. It's just basically the competitor to make XRP Ledger, from a certain perspective, better than Ethereum. SEC extends decision timeline of 4 Bitcoin ETFs by 45 days. Ethereum's a drug. Cardano's cheese. How mainstream are cryptos really? So one fun thing to kind of understand here is that if you really look at the actual numbers of things, and you're looking, for example, your family and whatnot, there's a ton of people who still don't know what a cryptocurrency really is, or for the same matter, don't know more than, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Because when I went to ask around in my own, little circle, I should say, a lot of people knew Bitcoin. A lot of them knew it because you can hear it on the news, and Bitcoin hit 50,000, Bitcoin hit 10,000, Bitcoin hit 20,000. You hear it in the news, but you don't really often hear about cryptocurrencies or altcoins or Ethereum for that matter. And so in my own little survey of a very limited quantity, of a very limited sample, not that many people knew about it. And I find it funny that, because when I ask them, they say, oh, is that another Bitcoin? That's what I get very, very often. So the 3% here, I can understand. I don't really know how people can see it as as that. Then again, I can also kind of think back and saying, okay, Ethereum, it kind of sounds like maybe something you would take with your other supplements, right? With your other little small parts. So I can kind of get it. Gas? Yeah, I guess, I can also kind of see where that one is coming from. I can understand all these things. And it's kind of funny if you start putting it in aggregate. The fact that crypto is still kind of surreal to a lot of people, or not really something that exists. And the fact that it's real money, Bitcoin, in El Salvador, it's like step one of 1,000 steps that need to be taken. Then something I found really peculiar: an anonymous whale just bought 276 billion SHIBA after grabbing 6 trillion coins on Thursday. This was just basically been buying like a freaking madman. People are wondering why. I don't know, but we're talking freaking millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and well, it's definitely peculiar. So some of the community members are expecting that Robinhood is going to be listing it, since all these other platforms have already come to fruition. And so once that happens, it could be so bullish for SHIBA that they're going to take profit then, basically. Whatever, guys. I can't really speculate on that. I don't know if it's going to get listed somewhere. What I do know, though, is that somebody's putting a lot of freaking money into it. 6 trillion sheep is 45 million bucks-ish. So that's it's a pretty big bet, if you were to ask me. That's pretty crazy. And by the way, to kind of come back to this SEC thing, there's basically a decision that needs to be made on the ETF, and they just basically stalled it, like they've been doing very often. Bitcoin investors no longer fearful. I had the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index open prior, but I told you guys before, this is all BS. They're trying to kind of spoon feed you this information, saying, oh, not fearful. Blah. Doesn't matter. In the end of things, people are still fearful, even if the number says 100. People know that any day could be the last day that crypto does really well, and any bad day can be the last day of it doing bad. And so whatever people thought of the past or anything like that, it doesn't matter, because the big money doesn't care anyway. Uniswap and Solana now added to Grayscale's investment holdings. Was a long time coming, but just a quick little update on that. That's pretty damn nice. So a little bit of pump on those, of course. The IMF warns about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana booming prices, poses new challenges to financial stability. They've actually warned about 1,000 times about this before as well. It's just volatile, right? So of course they want to kind of make sure that you understand that things can go up, but can go down as quickly as well, which is logical that they're warning for it, because of course it's kind of scary. And last but not least, is kind of funny. The SEC just made an announcement that they charged somebody for spreading a lot of false rumors. And David says, because they're saying 100 plus or more than 100, he said, you're only allowed 100 by law, which is just a joke. Some people took it serious. He said, this was intended as a silly joke about the phrasing of the announcement, but there's a serious point. When regulators bluster about how big the things they do are, they're usually boasting about their own failures. From a certain perspective, that's really truthful, right? Because if they were able to spread so many false rumors, it makes it seem as if they busted such a big faker. Then again, if one of those people got to spread so many false rumors or scam so many different people, you've done your job very poorly to only find them out at that point, right? Which I guess is kind of an interesting point to kind of think about. All right, there was one thing I kind of wanted to get back to. I don't remember exactly which one it was. It was the... Oh, yeah, whatever, guys. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I guess we talked everything we needed to talk about anyway. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. I'm a little bit sleepy, by the way, guys. It is almost 6 a.m. I haven't slept yet, so you guys can hopefully understand that quality is not 100, but it's getting back there, all right? Feeling a lot healthier by the day. And hopefully next week, everything will just be very, very smooth. I keep saying, oh, maybe tomorrow. Just isn't the same just quite yet. But maybe in a couple of days from now, all will be good. I'm trying my best to heal up properly, just stay resting, do good. And the content will hopefully be very, very juicy and splendid in a couple of days from now. And let's pump the prices up, baby. I'm excited about crypto. Hopefully you guys are excited too. By the way, whenever I'm saying pump the prices up, not financial advice, don't do anything because of me, whatever.